now I have decided to give my balanced life only for the education of the children in Vidya Bharati. विद्या भारती में करीब 40 साल से काम करके ये लगा कि इसमें जो शांति मिलती है मन को वो और किसी काम करके नहीं मिलती है. तो इसलिए आई हैव डिसाइडेड टू गिव माय होल बैलेंस ऑफ माय लाइफ only for the Vidya Bharati work and to do service to the poor people who cannot afford the education.
Welcome to India and England News. Our guest today is one of the top leaders of Vidya Bharati in India, Mr. Khaitan. We are going to talk to him about the great contributions Vidya Bharati has already made through educating children in India. And one of the most well-known alumni of Vidya Bharati today is Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Today, we are going to talk to Mr. Khaitan about how this movement started, where we are today, and what are the future plans. Mr. Khaitan, welcome to our studio.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to talk to you. I know we spoke about a couple of years ago, and so glad you are here, and welcome to Boston. So, Mr. Modi is, I think, probably one of the most famous alumni of Vidya Bharati. He got his education there. So let us start. Tell us about Vidya Bharati briefly, that what Vidya Bharati really does. Those of our viewers may not be familiar with the organization.
Vidya Bharati was started in 1948 after the partition, when the ladies and children came and they had no means to give education to the student and no job for the ladies. So that was the idea behind it. And gradually it built up in the years to such a massive scale of 12,000 schools, where we are giving education to 3.6 million children all over the country. And also we are 150,000 teachers are there, and we have we give roughly 3 lakh children free of cost education. And also, we are there in all the border districts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
That is
like Northeast.
Everywhere. Mm-hmm. Roughly 7 and odd districts we are there. 90% of the districts we have covered. And now we are planning in next 2 years to cover the balanced district of the country.
Okay. So now my next question to you is, what really makes a Vidya Bharati different from other educational foundations in India? The one thing which has struck in my mind is, as you said earlier, there are so many schools. So just having so much infrastructure available for education, I have not heard of any other non-profit organizations which has capability to build so much infrastructure.
We are the largest or education institution in the whole world, with so many schools and infrastructure. We are also the largest alumni again in the world, with 10.5 lakh alumni registered with us. So we are giving, as you asked, we are giving not only the education, we are also giving the sanskar, which we give, and we make a student not only in education but also the sanskar.
You know, on sanskar, I must tell you that off the camera, we were talking about birthday, and you mentioned that when you were celebrating a birthday on a cake, while you extinguish the lights would be lit. So just explain a little bit that in your cultural context.
In that context, you know, in our culture, our dharma, we light up the whole thing. We never create a darkness in our life. We do it. So in that cake, we, in place of putting the light, we are putting a darkness. So I think personally that is not correct, and we should not do that. We simply should not follow others. We should follow our culture, our religion, whatever we have. In the same way, in our schools, we teach the student that whenever you meet your teacher or parents, you must touch their feet. So, which is not nowadays the culture.
Mhm.
So the people are very happy that they have the culture. The boy comes and they feel very delighted that we are giving them all type of culture.
So the culture is another very important
Most
aspect.
important is culture.
Culture.
You can educate everybody, but you cannot give culture to everybody, and that is what we do, and that is why we give the education at the lowest price.
Now, I know the Vidya Bharati has been very well known in India, and now you are trying to outreach Indian diaspora in the United States and outside India. So, how that is going on, and what do you expect from Indian diaspora in the United States?
First of all, we want them to know what we are doing,
Mhm.
and also we want that in whatever way they can contribute, they should contribute to their own country as well as to Vidya Bharati, because now we have decided we are giving education to 1.5% of a total student.
So, 1.5% of
Percent.
all Indians in India.
Correct.
That's a huge number.
Huge number, and we want to increase it to 3.5% in next 3-4 years,
Mhm.
and that is where we need the support of the American diaspora.
Okay.
And as I said, we are giving free education in the most tribal areas and border areas. So there we give education by not only giving education, giving books free of cost, and their dresses, both summer and winter, free of cost. So that is what we want to spread as much as possible, where no other organization wants to go and work there.
So the funds you raise is going to be for building the schools and providing for their food and clothing and all, right?
Both the things.
Yeah.
Infrastructure also we need the money,
Mhm.
and we also need to give as much as people who are in need of free education to and our cost is hardly $500 per child per year,
Per year, including everything.
including everything.
Everything.
Education free, books free, clothing free, both for summer and winter.
So, Khaitan Sahab, now Vidya Bharati has started this new tradition of hosting galas here in the United States. I think last year you had in Boston, this year again in Boston, and that's how you were visiting Boston this time. And what are some of the other cities where you were planning gala like Boston?
At the moment, we are concentrating in Houston, then Boston, then Detroit, then Philadelphia, then New York, New Jersey, then LA. And LA this time we are going to have a second gala.
So, on that note, Khaitan Sahab, thank you so much for coming to our studio.
Thank you. आपको भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
Thank-
Sure. Today, we have Satish Jha in our studio as well. He is the man behind the Boston Gala of Vidya Bharati Foundation, USA. We are going to talk to him very briefly what makes Vidya Bharati different from other organizations. So, Satish, welcome.
Thank you very much.
And so, if you can just tell us, there are so many non-profit organizations in India, also in the USA, devoted to education, etc. in India. What makes Vidya Bharati different than other organizations?
A great question. And I think it's been a question I've been interested in, because every institution is doing for a good. All other institutions began with the idea of good. And when I look at it, somebody likes because one technology to be placed there. Someone likes a particular kind of experiment to be done. Someone likes some project to be included in the education system. But Vidya Bharati looks at a holistic development. It's the only, I would say, organization that goes from K-12, which has a proper educational setup. It has proper land, 2.5, 3, 4, 5 acre campuses. Every school has as many classrooms, has total infrastructure. Quality may not be exactly the way you expect in a rich environment, but it is a complete, total system. It's always, I would call it more like full plate. There are teachers who are totally committed to students who are basically being, like Khaitanji said, culturally groomed to become complete human being. The whole expression of how does a person become insaniyat in that sense. So it allows you to become a complete human being, a good citizen. So Vidya Bharati is not just about education. It gives a great education, 1.5% children. Those who become on all across the boards, they take 50% the top 10 slots as such as a board rankers. But more than that, if you look at it, if in a country where there are only 37,000 civil servants, IAS, IPS, IFS, and so on and so forth, 1,500 come from Vidya Bharati. That's a fairly good percentage. You're looking at, you educate 1.5% and you get about 5% of them. You educate 1.5%, you get 50% of board. So good education, moral education, culturally rooted, and basically bringing in what was our heritage back into the culture. I still love to listen every day when I can. The music, the sangeet, the prarthana that every child goes through at 9 a.m. all across the country in 15,000 schools in around covering 100,000 villages. That's the beauty of it. So if Vidya Bharati offers 100% solution, every other organization offers 5%, 10%, 15%. That's the basic difference.
Suresh, thank you so much.
Thank you.